Hey Divine Beauties, Ingrid Anna here. I've just been to the gym, working out, taking care of my mama diva soul and body, and I'm so excited today, and I wanted to share something that's just, it's potent, it's just heart exploding, it's soul elevating, it is why I do what I do, it is my calling, it is my movement. It is just so incredible the way that women are rising up. So I had a client a few weeks ago sell $200,000 worth, hey gorgeous ones, in 2 weeks from 2 webinars, selling her potent healing transformational work. I had another client yesterday sell a $5,000 branding package. This is a single mama with 2 young kids who doesn't have ever anyone to lean on, who came to me under earning, completely disowning her power, who just sold a $5,000 package paid in full. Wow, I'm just so happy for her. Because, oh my God, like this woman is so talented and she was literally just in so much suffering. And to have her be there for her kids, to have her honor herself, to have her ascend and heal, what an incredible, like literally makes me want to cry. Then I had another diva, beautiful woman who started selling about 6 weeks after coming with me, and then a lot of other pain and wounding came up for her, and she's then started selling a few more sessions and packages around 3, 4, 5K, and then today she sold 10K in one day. And she was expressing that, you know, the money is great and all that, and of course we need money, we need cash flow for sustenance for ourselves, we deserve that money. It's a tool, right? It's a tool for our lives. It's a tool so that we can support not only ourselves, but our families. It's a tool so that we can grow our businesses. It's needed. If you want to have a rocking, hey gorgeous ones, thank you for the love, a rocking powerhouse business and life, you need what you call a solid foundation. So the work that I do is so much about releasing shame, having women who feel that they've literally been attacked and burnt at the stake, because we have, and we still have that abuse going on in the world. And no, we're not victims, but what we have to do as women is we literally need to rewire ourselves to deeply receive divine compensation for our work. And when this healing comes into play, women will rule the world, because we need a heck load of divine feminine power coming here, and women need to earn money. Women need to receive divine compensation so that we're not burnt out, broke, energetically broke women. Another client, so this client, I think I've mentioned them all, but there's so many stories like this, right? And this one woman was saying, oh my gosh, you know, I got all these gifts and these flowers, and these women are healing, the clients that she's serving with her potency are rising and healing, and she's paying it forward and passing it on. And you can never go back when you do the healing work that is required, right, to receive and to allow in money, cash flow, connection, a lot more ease, just a lot more soul expression as well. Because I'll tell you, if you want to be able to do this work and you want to receive the big bucks for your sacred potency, right? Whether you're an ad manager, a strategist, a healer, a shaman, a love coach, whatever it is that you do, you're going to have to dissolve the karmic bonds and threads. You're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to take up space. You're going to have to embody a whole new divified, which by the way comes from the divine, because you are the holy divine frequency, right? I have to tell you, riches does not come from the external inwards. So stop waiting for money to show up and their clients to show up before you feel full and rich and holy and divine and safe. You need to start embodying that energy and that frequency now. You need to reclaim the truth of who you are now, which is holy, divine riches, and then you will receive it. You cannot receive a new level of abundance when you're stuck in panic, when you are stuck in dishonoring yourself, when you're stuck in abandoning yourself, when you're stuck in hiding online. You've got to start, like I call it, like turning up the dial. It's like, okay, I'm ready for this shift. I'm ready for more abundance. Hey, Vanessa, what do I need to do? You need to feel into already having received it. You need to feel into already having it. And you need to do things and behave in a way that you haven't yet behaved, probably because you're trapped in people pleaser, subservient silence. You're hiding. No one really knows that you exist because you're hiding, because you're worried and concerned about what people think. And I say, who the heck cares? I was speaking to a divine client of mine who made $600,000 after 5 months of working with me, and we're going to do some work together. She's become a darling, divine soul sister friend of mine. Her name's Rendina. I can share it. And we were saying, you know, when we were fat and sick and broke, right? When we were fat, sick and broke, and literally physically sick, mentally feeling like we were going out of our minds, stuck in people pleaser, under earning, bogusness, really trying not to swear right now. You know what? People still hated us. Hey, gorgeous Taylor. People were still jealous of us. People still tried to drag us down. Do you know why? Because when you're a diva of the light, when you are born, oh my God, that's my husband. That's my husband driving past. When you're a diva of the light, when you're here to serve, when your calling is to bring more juiciness to the planet, right? No matter whether you're 10 kilos or 20 pounds heavier or whatever, people are going to be threatened. People are going to be triggered because they feel it. And so we tried to, so we thought, well, stuff this for a bad joke. We might as well get radiant, healthy, sexy, and rich, because we're not doing this anymore to be liked. We're doing it because we want to create radical change on the planet, and we're not going to suffer for it. We're not going to suffer for it, right? So we're creating more change on the planet by being healthy, nourished, rich women. Not just rich financially, but that's an important part of it. God, we don't want to suffer anymore in this servitude. The priestesses, the shamanistas of the world should have financial power to create radical healing on the planet, and just for ourselves. You know what? Even if you don't want to create and you don't want to be a leader in that way on the planet to create radical change, just your own energetic ascension creates potent trickle effects through the ethers, right? So do not underestimate what you're actually doing by shifting out of this karmic, deep femme suffering. So gorgeous ones, I'm inviting you today to say, stuff this for a bad joke. I am a rich, holy, divine woman, and I am claiming my inherent birthright, which is sacred, holy, divine abundance. I receive divine compensation, lashings of it with ease, as I serve from a place of overflow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your courage. I feel emotion. I'm sorry for your pain, but it's time to take that pain and make it rain. It's time to change the story and create a new one. So I ask you, what do you desire now? What have you learnt from the suffering? Because you know what? It's also going to be part of your intellectual property. Through me going through excruciating physical, emotional, and soul pain, through the chronic abuse that I've suffered, through losing my company in New York to blackmail. I had a very successful clothing company, raised heaps of money, living the life, and had a lawyer steal my corporate kit and blackmail me and write stock to himself, and I had to literally start from ground zero. You know what? And I've taken every single one of those experiences and I've made it my teaching. I've made it my magic. I've taken full responsibility because I perpetuated that because of my energetic mess, because of all the pain that I went through, right? And I've done the work and I continue to do the work to release that. So take that pain and make it rain. Turn your mess and make it money. Make it your magic. Make it your movement. And let's do this. I'm sending you guys so much love. So much love. Okay, a million blessings. I'm going to put my shopping down to turn off this camera. Oh my God. Okay, guys, a million blessings. I truly desire abundance, a gorgeous life where I step into my power. Great, darling Vanessa. And how does that feel? So that's the secret. The feeling of what you desire is your roadmap. So when I was manifesting more high-end clients, when I'm manifesting selling out my retreats in New York, whatever, right? When I was manifesting selling out my CEO Diva Business School, which I did in 3 months, mind you, but I took a big risk. I spent money on ads, and I decided to go from one-on-one to group high-end. And I booked 60 sales calls and sold 17 spots in 3 months. I had to embody that frequency before I could receive it. Sure, I had fears. Sure, some days I had doubts. But when I tapped into feeling what it would feel like to have those 20 women or whatever it was, to already have that experience, to see their faces, to see and feel into what it would be like. And I was petrified to start teaching in a group. I was petrified. I had so much stuff, but I knew it was the next level for me. And I got out of my own way and I focused on serving. I vomited up and then I kept showing up, and I booked those 17 sales calls without a sales page at the time. I just had a PDF document and I sold those spots. I started by selling $5,000, $10,000 and $15,000 spots in my CEO Diva Business School, right? That was a 1 year immersion, right? And I felt into that experience. So when I was selling out my retreat in New York, I felt into the experience. So the deep heart connections with the women, the transformations that they were going to receive. And I would feel into that every single day. And that's how I live my life. I do that every day right now for my next ascension, which is to literally serve and have thousands. I'm launching a beautiful membership called $1 Million Diva. It's a divine healing, amazing membership that's valued at least $500 US a month. I'm selling it for $97. And that's my next level. That's a lower tier. And I'm only doing lower tier now because I have a $1 million business selling high end, right? And now I have enough cash flow and enough sustenance and enough money to spend on ads and enough support in my business with other healers that work with me to bring $1 Million Diva to the table. And now I'm feeling into having hundreds and then thousands of women and what that would feel like. I'm not really thinking about my bank account there. I'm thinking about the feeling of the deep, deep transformation that these women are going to receive. And for me too, because I know that collectively together we will all be healing and up-leveling. And that makes my heart crack open and tears just want to fall, because that's part of my calling here on this planet. And it has taken me every ounce. Like, you've got to do the work. Like, one of my clients, Lee, just sold a big package today too, and it took her 3 months in my diva mind to really release a lot of that karmic wounding, which really is nothing. And now she's free. She's free to receive $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, because she's done the work. So divine women, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you, Fazana. Thank you, gorgeous. I'm actually going to go and work on someone's funnel today. I'm doing a 2-hour immersion where I'm rewriting copy and getting the messaging on point. And I'm working, this is so beautiful, I'm working with a woman who's had a mastermind for 10 years. She's very successful. And she just wants to up the ante on her messaging. So I've been contracted to do that for a few hours today. And I feel really honored to do that work. Okay guys, have a beautiful day. Bye, blessings.